Good evening and welcome to the TradeXchange market wrap-up for the 13th of July 2016. Let's jump right into the numbers and take a look at some of the intraday charts for the major indices. We did have a Dow Jones and S&P 500 more or less flat or just above flat. We are in interesting territory for both the Dow Jones, S&P, and NASDAQ. NASDAQ was down a bit more than 1/3% at 5005.73. We did have a little bit of weakness in the FTSE, and the European markets were more or less mixed. Remember, folks, we did have a rather positive tone coming into this morning, but that changed. The sentiment changed a little bit after we got into the EIA numbers in terms of crude. We'll show you that in just a moment. In gold, we were higher by $8.50 at $1343.80. Silver higher by 1.46% at $20.46.5. Eyes on the yield curve, folks. The 10-year yield at 1.468. The 5-year above the 1%, but being closely monitored by Treasury traders. And overall just market participants in terms of this safe harbor trade. So again, keeping a very close eye on the yield curve. A lot of talk whether it's flattening or not. Conversation about whether or not this safe harbor trade will unwind or not. But again, remains to be seen. In terms of global politics, as you may know, Theresa May is now the new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. She's naming cabinet ministers throughout the day, including Boris Johnson as foreign minister. Some of the earnings recap today. Certainly during the day, we had an early release from CSX. Earnings per share of 47 cents versus the 44 cents. ADTN early in the morning, 25 cents versus the 20 cents. And YUM beat by a penny. And remember, we are now in the midst of earnings season. More and more earnings are coming on a daily basis. Before we get into the economic activity, you can certainly take a look at the chart on the right-hand side. This is the S&P 500, obviously. This is the Dow Jones, so obviously towards approaching noon, we did have a bit of a retracement, if you will, before recovering into the trade, both in the S&P and the Dow. We'll take a look at oil. This is obviously USO. The main thing to keep in mind is today at 10:30 we did have the weekly EIA petroleum status report, and again that was at 10:30. We really did see a less than anticipated draw, and we did see some volume weakness in West Texas Intermediate crude oil. West Texas Intermediate crude oil did settle below $55. Taking a look at your economic activity for tomorrow, typically on Thursdays we do have the initial jobless claims at 8:30. We also have the PPI final number, Bloomberg Consumer Comfort Index at 9:45. We do have the EIA natural gas report at 10:30, Fed balance sheet and money supply after the hours at 4:30. Earnings scheduled for tomorrow: pre-market, BLK, DAL, JPM, OMC, PGR, and WNS. Keep in mind on JP Morgan. A lot of the street is keeping an eye on that as well. In after hours, REGN, CIDM, PPHM, and SLP. A few things we wanted to follow up on in terms of insider transactions, company filings, including TWER. HTM, what didn't make it in here was the KBIO. We had that at 333, and you saw some price action off of that in that KBIO. Taking a look at your option activity, including VLO, MTG, and FIT. Specifically in MTG, saw the January 5 put activity 10,000 contract block on the bid side, folks. So when you're selling puts on the bid, tends to be a bullish sentiment. We want to bring that up to our subscribers. VLO, you saw the call activity on the offer. Obviously, call activity on the offer is a bullish sentiment. Highlighted level watch alerts from Zozo level watch alert throughout the day. This morning, this afternoon, we wanted to concentrate on two things: SHAK and INTC short. So we'll provide those charts for you in just a moment right over here. We'll bring that up. So we're looking at INT short at 130, INTC short under $35.18. So you see the white line there, that's 35.18, and really great follow through on that particular level on the short side. Again, that's INTC level watch at 35.18 on the short side. We'll take a look at SHAK, SHAK over $38.90. Again, you see that 38.90 line, and you see a nice volume coming through, and a nice pop up through here, really close to a point in terms of from that level watch alert. Again, that's on SHAK and INTC from Zozo level watch alert, and that you get in real time, folks, at the TradeXchange forum. So if you're not a subscriber and you're listening to this, it's time for you to be a subscriber and get this information in real time. You absolutely will find value in that. One of the things that we did want to bring up, we do alert you on, you see on the right hand side from Zozo Stock Watch at 12.19 and 12.20, new high of the day in POT and MOS, seeing some buying in the name, and of course a follow through from one of our analysts at 12.45, continuing new highs in MOS and POT. So folks, it's not just options, it's not just company filings, it's not just level of watch alerts, but it's also alerts on volume, price action, volatility, everything to make your day as resourceful as possible throughout the day. So also we wanted to highlight a couple of syndicates, including FANG, GWPH, AJRD. If you don't know what syndicates are, just a great way for companies to raise capital for R&D and various other projects. So it's one of the many ways that they can raise capital. On merger and risk arb, IMPR, Thoma Bravo, Imprivata to be bought by Thomas Bravo at $19.25 per share in cash. FNFG and Key Corp acquisition of First Niagara approved by the Federal Reserve. Again, that's merger and risk arb. If you don't get our morning mashup, folks, some of this information is our morning mashup, a great way to take a look and really be prepared for the rest of the day. Wanted just to highlight a few things. If there's a way, if you have any questions, and we'd love to show you how you can contact us. Here we are on the TradeXchange website. You would just scroll all the way down to the bottom, and at the bottom you'll have the email, the TradeXchange at TradeXchange.com. 203-939-1250 is the best way to reach out to us via phone. And folks, if you're not a subscriber, great way to do it. We do have a free trial service as well. The monthly is $39.95 for full access, including forum alerts via audio, market stream. We are on mobile as well. We'll show you that as well. We are on App Store, and Google Play. If you do not get EGN, Early Global News, highly recommended in the morning. Great publication. Also, our daily morning mashup is something you really need to get your hands on, and I think we think you really find great value in that. And this is what it looks like on a daily basis. Obviously, it's from a couple of days ago, but if you go to that on our website, you'll see the daily morning mashup right over here, and check it out. Get prepared, and make it a resourceful day, and in terms of trading and how you get your information. So folks, thanks for listening. It's been a pleasure. Wishing all of you a very pleasant evening, and see you in the morning.